Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about the FT Hammerhead drop-in trigger. It's fully adjustable from 2 to 6 pounds. And what we're going to be doing is talking a little bit about its features, and then we're going to be talking about some common installation problems, why they happen, and how you can resolve them. So first of all, the Hammerhead comes in, very, slight curved trigger, and it's also has an extended spring for more reliability. And what you'll see here in the center is the center set screw. And if we adjust this set screw, we can adjust from 2 pounds to 6 pounds with the included Allen wrench. Now, every FT Hammerhead trigger comes preset at around 3 to 3.5 pounds. And so we're going to demonstrate that and how to adjust on our Strike Industries mock lower. So we're going to put this in the lower, and we're going to insert the pins, and this isn't laboratory conditions or anything, but it'll just give us a rough estimate of the pull weight using our Lyman pull weight gauge. And so we're going to pull, and that's around 2.1. We can get another reading just so that we can have an average of sorts. 2.1. So if you want a heavier weight, what you're going to do is you're going to take the Allen wrench and you're going to just put it into this center set screw, and then you're going to turn clockwise. We'll turn it clockwise a couple times so we can show the difference of the pull weight. Okay, so we're going to engage the trigger. Reset our gauge. .3. We can make it a little heavier if we'd like. So clockwise is to make the pull weight heavier. Counterclockwise is to make the pull weight lighter. You can really start to feel and hear the difference. Pull weight. So that's 4.5 around. So now that we've talked about and shown how you can adjust the trigger, let's talk about common installation issues. So on installation, what you're going to want to do is to make sure that the set screws on the bottom, the side set screws, are completely flat. Meaning that they're not sticking out or anything. If they're sticking out and you install, you're going to cause an issue, what we call the golden angle. And it's because the FT Hammerhead doesn't actually sit on the base of the lower. It actually rises up a little bit, and it's held in place by the pins. So if you're installing with the set screws protruding, what's going to happen is that the trigger is going to tilt backwards a little bit. This is a little exaggerated, but it's going to tilt backwards, and when you put in the safety selector, this safety tang is going to be too low, and it's not going to catch. So your safety selector might not work. So just make sure it's level, and if it's not level, just, you can take the included Allen wrench, move aside the spring, insert, and just rotate. Again, clockwise is to make the set screw come out more. Counterclockwise is to make it recede back into the container housing. So great. So the two set screws are level. We're going to put this into our mock Strike Industries lower. We're going to insert the pins. And voila. But now we're going to test for a couple things. We're going to insert our safety selector. And I can't fire on safe. But if I switch to fire, I can fire as intended. But now we're going to try to simulate a reset misfire issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the trigger, engage the hammer, and release. That should not happen. And this happens because the trigger, as you can see, is not secure inside of the lower. And due to different lower specifications, this might happen from time to time and brand to brand. But in order to solve this, it's relatively straightforward. With the hammerhead already installed with the pins, we then take the Allen wrench, insert it into these side set screws, and we turn them, as we said, clockwise is to make them tighter. We turn them clockwise until they're extremely tight, meaning that the set screws are now pressing against the bottom of the lower. And in combination with the pins, it's going to keep the trigger very secure and fully functioning. So what we're going to do is do it for the other side as well. Okay, there we go. Turn it counterclockwise. Turn it clockwise, excuse me, until it's tight. Can't turn anymore. Now we're going to go through the verification steps once more. So, safety selectors on fire. We can fire. Re-engage. Safety selectors on safe. We can't fire. On fire we can. Now we're going to simulate a reset misfire issue. So we're going to hold the trigger down, engage the hammer, release, and it doesn't fire. So there you have it. You're going to have that's the installation process and the safety checks for the two issues, which is the safety selector issue and also the reset safety misfire issue. So these are the two things that you need to consider when installing your FT hammerhead. And as always, the pull weight's adjustable. So if you'd like it at a lighter touch at 2 pounds, you can do so. If you want it at a heavier weight at around 6 pounds, you can do so as well. And thanks everyone for watching. And we're going to have some other videos explaining more in detail why some of the installation problems happen and how to resolve them. So check out our other videos. And thanks for watching. This is FT Hammerhead Drop-in Trigger.